single month with the Baldwinsville Bees, and we're here today to celebrate our Baldwinsville Bees girls lacrosse team. So please give them a round of applause, show them some love. My favorite part of seeing this is seeing the off-the-camera stuff, that they're completely kind of blocking the exit here. So happy to have the team here. We're in the 2025 season, and we're going to have a bunch of different guests here on the broadcast. Right now, Jeannie's going to be starting things off. So, Jeannie, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing very well. Do you like the fact that you got the mic first?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, Jeanie Neville here with us. What is it about this group when it comes to describe 3 words to describe this team this season? Just 3 words.
I would say energetic.
Okay.
And excited and hardworking.
Energetic, exciting, and hardworking. And then she's like, I don't want the mic anymore. Okay. Layne, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. You can give it to her. So Layne Macknik here with us. And so Layne, for you, where did lacrosse start for you? When did this all kind of happen?
I actually started really late into everybody else. Like all my friends were playing it. I was like, oh, this is cool. I'll try it out. And my brother played it, so I got into it like summer of 5th grade.
Summer of 5th grade.
Yeah.
Why did you fall in love with it?
Honestly, it was all the people first and the excitement of learning, because I was a little bit behind other people, and gradually getting there and seeing that I could do this, and all my friends' support was amazing. It's honestly where I made all my best friends.
Where you made all your best friends?
Yeah.
How quickly did you make friends?
Really quick.
Really quick?
Like, I would say first tryout, I was like, Addie and Leo were like, hey, they like welcomed me over, and Jeannie, and it was great.
Awesome. I love hearing that. We got to clap it up for friendship, right? We got to show some love for friendship. All right, Alex, how are you? Alex Little here with us. Alex, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing very well. So for you, I'm going to ask you the question that's eventually going to get asked to your teammates.
Okay.
But I want you to answer it first. Where's Coach at right now? Where's Megan?
No.
Where's Megan at? There she is. I want you to tell me, if you had to describe, like, if you were writing Coach's resume, what would you say? Like, if you had one sentence to describe her to get her a job, what would you say?
I think the one thing that I would have to say is that she's very determined, and she's determined in the things that she cares about. So when she cares about us and us as a team, and she wants us to do good, she's very determined in getting us there. When we're not feeling our best, she's there to push us to be our best.
That's a nice thing for that. It's a nice start of the resume. All right. I will ask your teammates this, but before we do that, Alex, how did you get started in lacrosse?
So I started late, but I started really late. I started in 8th grade, and I did cheerleading for a lot of my life, and then I wanted to change it up. And I was really nervous. I was like, oh, all these girls, they know what they're doing. I don't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. And I came in, again, everyone was so welcoming, and it just really made me feel like I had a place and like I was at home with the sport.
I love that. All that positivity. They're going to talk about us again. Jeannie, I'm going back to you here. So how did you get started in the world of lacrosse?
I played like youth, so I started when I was really young with like a bunch of these people.
With a bunch of these people. Yeah. Who of these people did you start with?
Addie, and her mom was my coach, and Leah, and honestly, so many of them.
So you hear your teammates up here talk about 5th grade, 8th grade. Mm-hmm. You started really young.
Yeah.
So why did lacrosse just kind of catch on for you so early?
I don't know. I just my parents put me in it when I was young, and I just always had fun and loved the people and the coaches, and it was just fun for me.
If you could have dinner with any lacrosse player ever in the history of lacrosse, do you have somebody that you'd want to eat with?
Can I say a teammate of mine?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, they'll probably be mad at you, the ones you don't choose, but sure.
No, I'll go back to like a past teammate.
Okay.
I would love to have dinner with Fiaiano again, because I haven't talked to her in a while, and she was a leader to me.
So because of her leadership.
Yeah.
What's the one thing you'd want to thank her for?
I would thank her for showing me how to like have fun and be positive at the same time as being serious and determined.
I love that. I'm going to stick with you on this. I want you to write Coach's cover letter, first sentence.
I think that Coach is so committed, and like she's watching film at 3 a.m. and she's just like crazy committed, and it's so impressive. And I think it's also so impressive how much she like makes it so fun for us, and we have so many fun activities while at the same time like being super competitive and locked in.
I love that. All right. Layne, you get to answer it now. Cover letter for Coach.
I would say she's really adaptable, especially these past. Obviously, I agree with them too. It made it kind of hard because she's very determined. But these past couple of years has shown like how adaptable she is with new groups of girls and different strengths and weaknesses. She'll have a whole game plan, and literally at practice she'll be like, scrap that. We're gonna do this instead. And like she like really sees the small stuff during practice and like can figure out what we need to work on as we're doing it, which I think is so impressive. I don't know how she does it. She's a coach, that's why. Yeah, maybe that's why.
Lot of love for Coach. I like this. So, to stick with what you've heard another teammate have to answer here, I mean, for you, who would you have dinner with if it was any lacrosse player?
I don't know. I really like the teammate answer.
Okay, so which teammate?
I would say I'm thinking of a past teammate. Definitely Mia Posey to have her back. I do talk to her and catch up with her, but to have like a sit down little dinner would be fun because to get her viewpoints on some things, I value her opinion a lot. I think she's a really hard worker.
I love that. Love giving an ode to the past year because we've done this show for so many years, so you're talking about people that are familiar. Alex, who would you have dinner with? Are you going to pick a past teammate, or are you going to be nice and pick somebody in the room?
I think I'm going to take the easy way out and say everyone on the team. Just because every time like we're all together, it's such a good time. Like we're always laughing, we're always happy. Like even outside of playing lacrosse and being on the field, like all of us together, I already feel like we have such a good bond with each other. So I would pick everybody.
You pick everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. I love that. So before we get into rapid fire, to look at the season that we're in right now, 2025, how would you describe it right now, Alex?
Right now, our season right now?
Yeah.
So I think that our season right now, like we have started off like very high energy. I can't remember which one, but we're very high energy, and I feel like we have a lot to show for ourselves this season, and I think we just need to bring it. And I think we need to bring all the energy that we have at practice, and I think we need to bring that into games, and we'll be successful.
What is it about this team that you think is maybe the secret sauce, so to speak, that really special thing?
I think that for this year, most of us all played together last year, and I think that's going to be really helpful for us this year because we already pretty much know each other. We have a few newcomers, but I think they're fitting in very well with everyone, and I think that our bond is going to be our secret sauce. I think that the way that we interact with people outside of the field is going to be the way that we can win in the field.
All right. I like that. Layne, I'm going to go to you here. 2025 to you means what? What is it that's on your mind this season, this campaign? What's the first thing you think of when you think of 2025?
Obviously, I'd say comeback year. I would say for sure our potential is so amazing. Watching these girls every single day at practice, like, truly is amazing. Every single day we get so much better. And we have so much skill and so much heart this year. And I cannot wait to go and show every other team that.
Okay. All right. So the comeback year.
Yeah.
Jeanie? How would you describe it?
Yeah, I agree with both of them. I think we're just really excited, and I think, like what Alex said, like we just have really good team chemistry this year, I think. And there's just so much like love and like support on the field that it's like a family. So I think that will help us.
Well, here in the family, now you got to tell me something good about each other. Jeanie, you got to tell me something good about Layne.
Oh, Layne is like the most high energy person I've ever met, and she just always makes us everyone happy and excited and hyped up, and she always makes me laugh.
Always makes you laugh. Okay, Layne, tell me something good about Alex.
Alex is the hardest working girl on the field. Like, every single time I'm doing sprints or in a drill, if I just take a second to look at Alex, it regulates, like, yep, you need to be up to that standard. Like, she sets the bar very high and makes me want to follow it very closely.
All right. Alex, you got to follow this up. Tell me something good about Jeanie.
I think the best thing about Jeanie is that she's always there for you. Like, in and outside of the field, like, you know that she's so composed. So, like, when you're not composed, she allows you to become composed because she is so composed. So if you're having a problem, you can go to her and she's always going to be there. And she's always going to be happy, too. Like, she does not show any negative emotions. She's just there.
So, is she the stone face of the team, or is there somebody else?
The stone face?
Yeah, the one that's like, you're not, like, if you're having a rough game, if you're having a good practice, bad practice, you don't know.
Well, I think that, like, stone face, I think that Leah definitely, she definitely doesn't show much emotion on her face. You can't really tell. You can't really read her that well. But it's not a bad thing. No, it's not a bad thing.
So that's the stone face. Layne,
Yeah.
who's the clown?
Oh, Gisela. Or Kenna. Both of them.
Why?
Every once in a while they pull Bev in for a little surprise. They pull her in the mix.
What is the surprise?
She just will say the most nonchalant thing at the perfect time, and it completes it. And it just makes it that much funnier.
Okay. All right. Jeanie, tell me who the person is that you would trust to drive the team bus and get you somewhere safely.
Not Jaya. Yeah, I think Addie's a pretty good driver. Leah's actually a really good driver, I think.
Okay. All right.
Nina.
All right.
There's a couple of them.
There's a couple. So we're going to jump into rapid fire here with the Baldwinsville Bees girls lacrosse team. Jeanie, you get to ask me the first question. You can ask me anything in the world. Doesn't have to be sports related. Whenever you're ready.
Okay, if you had a magic button that you could only push one time a day and it could do anything that you wanted to, what would you have it do?
Oh, man. I would push a button where people would forgive each other.
I like that.
I would hit the forgiveness button because I think that, in my life, I've realized a lot of people, everybody's gone through something. I used to think certain people have gone through really bad things, but other people haven't. The reality of it all is everybody's gone through something, and I think in the heat of battle, in the heat of the moment, I think everyone kind of says things they don't mean sometimes. And I feel like if we could hit that forgiveness button and see the heart of the person, then maybe the world would be a better place.
Like that.
So, Jeanie, I'm going to go back to you, though. I get to ask you a question. All right. So you asked me the question about the button. So here's my question for you. If you could snap your fingers and be anywhere in the world right now, where would you go that you've never been, and why?
Ooh. That I've never been. I would go to Italy. Yeah.
Why Italy?
Because I think that it's very pretty and there's really good food there.
So my dad and I made a promise to each other, and for the first time ever, we're taking each other to Italy in a couple weeks.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, we'll be. Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm definitely excited. All right, Layne, what's your question for me?
Okay. Would you rather have fishing poles for arms or hockey sticks for legs? And it's your whole leg, no joints, nothing.
I would rather have fishing poles for arms because then I can
Are you sure?
I could send it far and then bring something in.
But can you imagine trying to eat with your face?
I mean, I think if I caught it and then I could just kind of turn it and then lower the line. So, yeah, I mean, if I have hockey sticks for legs, then I'm going to be falling all the time.
Unless you learn to walk with them.
That's true. That's true. All right, Layne. Would you rather be a dog for a day or have to coach this team for a
Be a
day?
dog for a day. I'm all for. I'll bark. Anything you want.
You got me on that one. You got me on that
Sorry,
one.
I love you guys so much.
Would she rather be a dog for a day or coach you guys for a day? She said dog, didn't even think about it.
I love you guys so much. But
Oh my goodness. All right.
it's not for me.
It's not for her. All right, Alex, what's your question for me?
Okay, if you could take two animals and put them together and become that animal, what would it be?
That's a good question. I mean, I think it's already like a mythical thing called a griffin or whatever, but I would take a lion and I would take wings.
Yeah. Is there a
Bec-
specific reason?
Yeah, so I would want the wings because I've always had a connection to God and like angels and stuff like that. And I'd want the lion because my name, Daniel, St. Daniel, was thrown into the lion's den and his faith saved him. So I'd pick a lion with wings.
That's a good one.
So, my question back to you, Alex. What's the best piece of advice you've ever been given and who gave it to you?
Okay, I think the best piece of advice I've been given is to let things go. Like, just let things, because life is too short to be worrying about things and to be stressing over things. And the person that gave this to me was my mom. So,
Where is Mom? There's Mom. What's Mom's first name?
Marty.
Marty?
Yes.
Clap it up for Marty right now. So with that being said, we have more teammates to come up here, but for Alex, for Layne, and for Jeanie, please give them a round of applause for making that. We'll be back from Pizza Man right after this. Thank you all. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.